DeRosa, a lot has been made about the lineup and the construction of it. John Schneider saying we want him to hit as many times against our starter. We also want him up against our high leverage guys. So put them together. What do you do? What's the solution?
Yeah, back in the day, your best hitter hit third, right? And it's changed. I mean, sometimes in today's game, in the modern game, you'd see guys leading off now. Most of the best hitters will hit in that 2 slot because they want, when the lineup turns over, they want them to get the most possible ABs they can get. But I also think there's comfortability with certain spots in the order. And the numbers don't lie. When Vlad's in the 3-hole, I also think that John Schneider was waiting for someone to get hot so he could kind of go right, left, right. And Addison Barger has gotten hot for this team. So you stick him, he's dynamic in that second spot in the lineup. You hit him in the mouth with a Bo Bichette, and then you let Vladdy do what he does best, settle into that 3 spot and absolutely pound the baseball. So I want to dive in on him a little bit, what his numbers look like. We can run the tape, what they look like in the 3 spot as opposed to the 2 spot in the order. And then Nays dove in on the fact that maybe he can make a subtle adjustment, because what are you paying a guy $500 million for? So pause this for me real quick. We're going to look at a few ABs through the Diamondbacks. Okay, Vlad Guerrero Jr. career split since 2021. Plate appearances, he's got 2,000, north of 2,000, hitting third. All other spots in the lineup, he's got over 1,000 ABs. He hits .305 with a .383 on base, a .547 slug, and a weighted runs created plus of 156. 56% better than your average big leaguer, as opposed to every other spot in the order. Coincidence? Maybe. I think it's more than that. I think if you would have took a Chipper Jones back in the day and asked him to hit second, he probably would have done it for about a week and then walked into Bobby Cox's office and said, I feel comfortable hitting third. I've hit there my entire life. It's something mental, and I want to roll with it. The one thing I want to say, we're going to get into a few ABs. What are you paying him $500 million to do? How do you add value to the team? It's not defense and base running for Vlad. It's the ability to hit the ball hard, but it's the ability to hit the ball out of the park and drive in runs. So I would be willing to give a little bit of average to get some more homers, and I know Vlad's capable of it, but when Eric Nays, researcher to the stars, and we're going to get in, dove in a little bit, I think it's going to shock you how aggressively down on the baseball he can be, even though his side angle, he kind of gives you this lean back feel. So let's go through some ABs. He's been hot. 7 of 9 right now hitting third. He's been on base hitting third 11 of 13 times. So here he is against Brandon Pfaadt. Sliders away, he got away with that right there. So run that back for me. Run it back 2 pitches. One more. Pause it. So Brandon Pfaadt's known for the devastating heater, 4-seam, 2-seam, and the slider. He hangs this in the middle of the plate in a 1-2 count, right? Run this pitch. He's all over that. So where do you think he's going next? He's either got to bury that down and away for a fish, or he's coming hard inside. Watch the adaptability of Vlad Jr. He's more than just a big home run guy, although I'd like to see more power. There's a lot of, he doesn't get enough love for his athleticism and a big body. Run this. Watch him pull his hands inside. That ball's 3 to 4 inches off the inside half of the plate. And he's able to barrel this thing up and drive it. Now we got Thompson, submarine sinker guy. Sinker slider, he's able to catch a hole in a big spot and get his team back in the game. Another low 3/4 slider guy out of Scott, Arizona's bullpen. Slider, 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 slider. Let me try and sneak one piece of cheese. Outer half, and Vladdy's all over it. So I want to dive in, pause it for me. Roland, pull up the StatCast ranks. So take a look at this. This is very interesting. Hard hit percentage, he's got the 9th highest hard hit percentage in the game. Bat speed, he's got the 9th highest bat speed in the game. His attack angle to the baseball, how he attacks the ball, is the 1 to grade, lowest. So what does that mean?
I don't know.
He is not creating the ability to get the ball up in the air as much as he probably should. It's a lot of down on the baseball, okay? Go to his side angle, and then we're going to come back. So check this out. Run this slow. I love his setup right there. Pause. Run it back a little bit for me. Now slow click it. This is an old school way of thinking, driving that bottom hand down on top of the baseball to create backspin. There's not much drop and drive until he gets to the point of contact and then gives almost the impression that he's trying to lift the baseball. Run it. This is a powerful man. And if he dove into the metrics, I think he might make a subtle adjustment. Bring up that last board we had. Yeah, lowest attack angle in the game. Take a look at this. Xavier Edwards, Jacob Wilson, Steven Kwan, JP. I can't have Vlad on this list. He is coming down on the baseball. So if I were to say to him, and I know he's hot right now, but if I were to say to him, I would like to see you stay behind the ball a little bit more and try and execute kind of dumping that back elbow, staying behind it, staying in the back hip, and trying to create more loft. Give me that one board with Pete Alonso. This is really cool. So take a look at the attack angle. Ooh. Look at his barrel in comparison to where Pete Alonso is. So if you're hitting down on the baseball here, right? Boom, your attack angle. You are in the zone for a short amount of time. Boom, line drive, and then you're up out of it. Pete Alonso and some of the other power hitters are staying into this back hip. This back elbow's going into their side, and they're trying to create loft. It's not a dumping of the barrel. It's just trying to get the ball elevated. So I think there's even more in the tank for Vlad Jr. if he makes a subtle adjustment. And then he can thank Eric Nays and send him
Does he run the risk, though? Do you run the risk of him tweaking too much because he is going good, and maybe that would ruin his momentum?
Yeah, I need him to hit 30 for me, Robert, if we're going to the promised land.
Yeah.
I don't care if he hits
better than
290.
Vlad.
I don't need him to hit 290. I need him to hit 240, 250 with 40.